And hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Jill and I make videos about virtual pets, video games, and occasionally I vlog. If you're interested in those things too, consider subscribing. I am working my way up to 1,000 subscribers and I am super excited to have you join the adventure with me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a question that a lot of you have been asking me recently. Can you turn your Tamagotchi off? I could make this video very simple and answer it as a yes or no question, but I think the real reason you guys are all asking if the Tamagotchi can be turned off is really what you want to know is what to do when you're really busy and you have a virtual pet. So that quick and easy answer for you is no. You cannot turn off your Tamagotchi. There is no on-off switch on the side of the device, on the bottom, on the back. There is no switch to turn it off. Those of us that grew up in the 90s remember our virtual pets fondly, that we could never ever turn off until the battery died. Some of us may have grown up with the Tamagotchi connection, which has this really awesome pause feature. That has been taken out of any of the latest Tamagotchi versions that have come out in the last several years. Each device, however, does have a couple of things that you can do to be able to take care of it while you're away. If you use the chapter marks below to pick out whichever Tamagotchi you have and find out what you can do when you're too busy to take care of it. I have with me here all of the latest Tamagotchis from the last couple of years, and I'm going to show you what to do when you're too busy to take care of them. We're going to start with the Tamagotchi original, because this is the one that I started with all those years ago. And it has the least amount of options to help you out when you're busy. This one doesn't have really any options. There is a little trick that I used to use when I was a kid, where you can go in and act like you're setting the time, but you don't actually set it. But it does serve as kind of a pause for your Tamagotchi so that it doesn't get sick and pass away while you're busy at school, work, or whatever you happen to be doing. Next up, I have the Tamagotchi On. Today I'm working with the Wonder Garden, and I'm going to show you what you can do when you're too busy to take care of it. The Tamagotchi On does have a couple of options, which is really nice. One of those options is the hotel. You have to have this option unlocked before you can do this, but if I remember correctly, this is the first area you can unlock and you don't have to do anything ahead of time to get it open. The option to leave your Tamagotchi at the hotel is kind of buried within the options that are available there. If you keep scrolling using the A button and go down to the second page, there is an option to leave your Tamagotchi. This does cost money, so if you have Gotchi points, you're gonna be spending them in order to have someone else take care of your Tamagotchi, but you will be able to leave it until 7 p.m. I don't know about you, but that is the perfect time for me. That's about when I'm done working for the day and cooking dinner. Then I have the evening to hang out with my Tamagotchi. Just a side note, I think that when you get your Tamagotchi back, the happiness will be very low because you did leave it with someone else for the entire day. So just check on it when you get it back and make sure that you play with it or feed it snacks, get its happiness back up so that you don't have an unhappy Tamagotchi. The second option here is only available to you in the second generation and on. So if you have just gotten a Tamagotchi On and you're on your first generation, your only option is to use the hotel. There, they'll take care of your Tamagotchi until 7 p.m. If you are on the second generation though, there is another option for you. You are able to leave your Tamagotchi with its parents for the entire day. Now this option isn't quite as great as the hotel, as the time where the Tamagotchi will no longer be allowed at its parents is 5 p.m. So if you don't pick up your Tamagotchi before 5 p.m., your parents will send it home. If you happen to be busy after 5, you can take it from your parents to the hotel and have it stay there for a couple of hours in the evening. The parent option is free, so you don't have to pay any Gotchi points to leave your Tamagotchi with its parents for the day, but just remember there is a hard cutoff at 5 p.m. Your Tamagotchi will return to its device right at 5. The third option is the Tamagotchi On app. If you happen to have a cell phone and the Tamagotchi On app, you can put your Tamagotchi On into the app and leave it there for as long as you need. I used to do this all the time because I didn't want to pay Gotchi points or 5 p.m. was too early, so I would leave the Tamagotchi in the app. The nice part about this is that while it's in the app, its happiness and hunger meters do not decrease. Just be careful though, because if you accidentally close the app, you might think that you've lost your Tamagotchi forever. The good thing is you can just go onto your device and tell it to come back on its own, and it'll be there just as it was when you left it. I really like the Tamagotchi On app for this purpose. It's really nice to be able to just kind of leave it in there whenever you are busy and aren't able to take care of your Tamagotchi. And it's outside of the hours of the Tamagotchi hotel and your parents. And then actually the last final option, if you happen to be away for a long time, you're going on vacation, you're super busy with a project at work or school, you don't want to be worried about moving the Tamagotchi in and out of the app or sending it to the hotel or to its parents, the last option is you can just take the batteries right out. When you do that, that will stop everything in your Tamagotchi device. You won't lose happiness, hunger, nothing will happen until you put the batteries back in and restart. Just remember, you have to hit continue and not reset, and you can keep going right where you left off with your Tamagotchi. On the Tamagotchi Pix, you actually only have maybe one option for when you're super busy. Two, if you count taking the batteries out, but I'll explain that in a moment. The one option you do have for your Tamagotchi Pix is the babysitter. Now, I've explained this in a previous video, but if you missed it, I'll show you here what you need to do. Between the hours of 7 a.m. and 6:59 p.m., you are able to call the babysitter from your cell phone. The sitter will come to your house and take care of your Tamagotchi throughout the day. Nothing else you need to do. This will cost Gotchi points, so please be aware that you will need to pay the sitter. The sitter function is really nice because it's such a long time frame that they will be there to take care of your Tamagotchi. When I first got this device back over the summer, I was really surprised how long the sitter was there. I went to work, I came home, I cooked dinner, the sitter was still there through the evening. So what do you do if the sitter isn't enough time for you? If you're still busy past 6:59 p.m. One of the things that I do when I'm very busy, if I'm going on vacation, I have a project at work I have to focus on, if I'm running a lot of other Tamagotchis and I can't focus my attention on this one, I actually will just take the batteries right out. Unfortunately, unlike the Tamagotchi On or the Meets, this device doesn't have a way to connect to an app. You're not interacting with anything. There isn't an extra place you can leave your Tamagotchi. So the only other option, if the sitter isn't working for you, is to unscrew the bag and take the batteries out. This thing is, your life can go on, and when you're ready to play again, you can pop the batteries in, continue your gameplay, and reset the time. Those are your best options for the Tamagotchi Pix if you're too busy to take care of it. Last but not least, the Tamagotchi Smart, which just came out in Japan a couple of months ago. This device is very similar to the Pix in that there is only really one option in here to be able to take care of your Tamagotchi when you're too busy to do it yourself, and that is the leaving the home option. Now you can find this if you go into your Tamagotchi Smart and you click on the little home icon. The second option will allow you to leave your Tamagotchi home alone. This makes me a little, I don't know, I feel bad about leaving it alone. At least in the Pix, you can get a babysitter. In the Tamagotchi On, you can leave it at the hotel or with its parents. Here, it's just taking care of itself. And not to exclude our Nanos, which have gotten very popular over the last couple of years with the Hello Kitty, the Pac-Man, Jordy in Korea, and the recently released R2-D2. The Nanos are programmed very similarly to the original Tamagotchi, where there is no pause, there is no option to turn it off. You also can't pull the batteries out and save your progress in the device. So what can you do with it if you're super busy? I find that the Nanos are super easy to take care of, and unless you're working on getting a specific character, you should be able to leave these at home for the entire day and they will be fine. Don't do that though if you're trying to get the Hello Kitty Bo, the special character on the Pac-Man. Ignoring it all day will hurt your chances at getting the special characters. Actually, I think you will have a 0% chance of getting the special character. But if you've already gotten the character you want, you're just kind of maintaining one of your little characters, go ahead, leave it at home for the whole day, it'll be fine. Or sneak it in your pocket and take care of it quick at lunchtime. Any of those options will work, but don't go and pull off the batteries because you will lose all of your progress. Well, thank you for hanging out with me and learning a little bit about what you can do with your Tamagotchi when you're too busy to take care of it. If you're interested in hanging out with me again, I would offer you to consider subscribing. I do focus on virtual pet content, but every once in a while I like to change things up and throw in a short, a video game video, or a vlog. If there's anything else you'd like to see from me or my channel, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've gotten some valuable information from this video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really does help me support my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye!